sit over here. Put you over here and you over here. Dorito. Got my Coca-Cola. You can tell that my setup is a little different because, well, obviously the blue screen that you see right here. Okay, what I did was I took my green screen, I flipped it over to the blue side. So, yeah, I wanted to make this a little different, make the screen a little different for my videos. Alright, so Jack Carter, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, my setup is also a little different because I tried fixing the tripod as best as I could, but the thing that attaches to the top part is like it broke off. I'm gonna try gluing it, but I still gotta get a new one. I think gluing it made it a little worse. I'll probably have to replace the whole thing. Yeah, I'm just looking for a good deal on Temu or whatever. Leave in about 20 minutes. Okay, so Super Lou, thank you for tuning in anyways. Okay, so Luigi's Mansion just came out. It came out, I think it was last week actually. Yeah, because last week was my birthday, so I have it right there. So I'm going to be using some of this as reference to what I'm going to be drawing today. Thinking that for this stream, I'll draw the primary 3 ghosts. There's like a greenie, and there's a red one, and there's the blue one, which, by the way, I was like, that blue one likes to hide in a lot of stuff. Alright, so I'm just gonna go into the vault. Because it lets me view ghosts that I've already captured. So again, I'm probably going to replace the whole tripod. Because it's ridiculous trying to get it to work, get it to be fixed or whatever. Okay, we got our Evershade Valley ghosts. So first up, we're going to be drawing a greenie. Yeah, it's called a greenie. Look at that. Okay, just like move you guys out of the way. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Anyways, please like the stream. Leave a like on the stream. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. A link to my coffee is in the description. Oh, and by the way, we have a new channel member, SMG3 Fanatic. They joined a few days ago, so shout out to them for becoming a channel member. So yeah, I have Patreon, I have channel memberships, and I also have Coffee. Coffee.com/RonnieGunza06. Okay, so Doritos, Coca-Cola, so yeah, my setup's a little different. I'm gonna have to replace the whole tripod, unfortunately. I was hoping to just get that one part, but it's like, nah, it's not gonna work. Alright, so I did my best to show you guys what I'm gonna have it like horizontal. Horizontal, let's go. Alright. Well, we got some things to talk about, so wouldn't be doing the stream if I didn't have anything to talk about. So, yeah, I've been playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the Switch. Fairy Tale Hero, thank you for tuning in. Alright, so Ian, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I saw that drawing that you sent me on Discord, Fairy Tale Hero. Maybe if I can move the light just a little bit so that... Just maybe like right over here. Yeah, I think that's fine. So when I first started playing this on the Switch, yeah, it just brought back memories of me playing this on the 3DS. Oh, thanks, Ian. This is my Bowser t-shirt. I've had it for a few years now. I think I got it from Hot Topic. Yeah, they sell really good merch. So right now I'm drawing the outline for Greenie, which is the green ghost that you see here. Alright. Oh yeah, and I also brought out some of the markers that I got from Temu. Yeah, I showed them off in a YouTube short. So anyways, I'm loving it so far, the remake, and I made a couple of videos on the remake, so be sure to check those out. Oh, and by the way, I filmed another Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon video, so stay tuned for that. And I actually have the box right here. Look at that. Super amazing. Yeah, the box art is pretty cool. Luigi's right there. And then you have Polterpup. Dun, dun, dun. So recently I did a poll on Twitter. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, I did a poll. It ended, I believe, yesterday. And I was basically asking, okay, well, first I was like, all right, I'm willing to compromise. What would you guys like to see so that I can incorporate both Larry Boy and Billy Busta into my content? The majority of people said, well, first there was three options. Either I just keep doing what I'm doing, or have like a Barnaby versus Larry Boy scenario, or a what if scenario. And the majority of people who voted want a Barnaby versus Larry Boy scenario. So we might as well talk about it here. But at the same time, it's like, Larry Boy, this isn't going to end well. Somebody commented on the result of the poll. Nana. They were like, oh no, poor Larry Boy, this isn't going to end well. A Barnaby versus Larry Boy scenario. Maybe I could make that happen. It's like, make it like a, kind of like what I did for Cavis and Millward. How I edited a scene in The Star of Christmas where they try to steal from Barnaby. Oh yeah, the copyright claim for the Fit from Outer Space review I did, that got resolved. In fact, I did an emergency live stream at the time, and I even showed screenshots. So, Fairy Tale Hero, I believe you're late to the party when it comes to that little situation. But yeah, the copyright claim that got resolved. I ended up winning, and you know what? I knew I was gonna win because Big Idea NBCU had no business giving me that copyright claim to begin with. Okay, SMG3 Fanatic, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the channel membership. Greatly appreciate that. So yeah, guys, like I was saying earlier, I have Patreon, or becoming a channel member like SMG3, or like leaving a tip at coffee.com/RonnieGunza06, and also liking the stream, leaving the like button, subscribing to the channel. So anywho, guys, be sure to keep this on. So Luigi's Mansion is pretty good. Very nostalgic. I'm loving every minute of it. Oh no, it's the Granny. It's the no good ghost. You know what? They should totally do a Luigi's Mansion movie. I mean, they gave us a little taste of what it could be like, you know, in that scene in the Super Mario Bros. Movie where gets chased after, he gets chased by these dry bones. And you could hear in the background the Luigi's Mansion theme. So that was a little taste of what they can do, and I believe they could do it. So a Luigi's Mansion movie is possible. It's possible. If they were able to give us a little taste in a Super Mario Bros. Movie, then why not give us a Luigi's Mansion movie? I mean, what was I gonna say? I mean, it's long overdue at this point. Charlie Day, who voice acted Luigi, says he wants to do it. See, even the voice actor for Luigi wants to do that movie also. Okay, Kirsten, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Metroid's happening. Oh yeah, Mario and Luigi brothership is getting all the attention because that's an RPG. They're going back to their roots of RPGs. This comes to show what the fans really want. Yeah, I believe their Nintendo Direct did a pretty good job. They did a pretty good job when it came to announcing content. I mean, don't you think VeggieTales should do the same thing too? Okay, let me say it again because I was stumbling on my words. Don't you think VeggieTales should do the same too? Rather than just put out re-uploads. Yeah, it's debatable because the way VeggieTales is right now. Okay. It's messed up when fans can voice the characters better than the new voice actors. Because, like, VeggieTales is so lazy that they even use, like, fan-made renders of VeggieTales characters. I think they forgot to credit somebody, but they turned around and credited them. I mean, that's how bad it is right now. If you're having to resort to using fan-made renders of characters, then something's up. Just make them smile, make them happy. Alright, Elizabeth, thank you for tuning in. Okay, so I'm still working on the outline So we're going to iron out the details. Yeah, the fan-made renders look like official ones. A lot of people can see that. And if that's the case, why can't VeggieTales hire these render artists to do the posting and everything? Rather than just like re-upload old stuff. Yeah, Rack Shack and Benny Remolded is a good example of talent. You know what I'm saying? That's a good example. And that just goes to show, like, yeah, exactly, like late 90s and early 2000s. So what does it say about the people that are doing VeggieTales right now? The people that are running VeggieTales right now. I think the render artists the fan-made render artists are doing a better job than the people that are running VeggieTales right now. And I wish people could see that. I wish... Okay, and that's another thing I want to talk about. People want me to do VeggieTales. People want me to talk about VeggieTales. But at the same time, what's going on with VeggieTales? And don't tell me it's their podcast, because they haven't uploaded another podcast episode since this past December. And the Larry Boy movie, I checked on Movie Insider earlier today. That movie's still in development. And they haven't posted anything about it. There hasn't been an update on the Larry Boy movie since March. Since this past March. So it's been months since, like, we've gotten this big old news where there's going to be a Larry Boy movie. It's like, I was thinking and I was hoping, okay, well, I'll give this movie a chance. Well, obviously I got to give this movie a chance because I'm the Larry Boy fanatic. Yeah, I'm gonna go see the movie when it comes out eventually. It's like, I'm gonna give this a chance since it's in development. It's early in development. They're still trying to greenlight a script, try to get funding for it, hire voice actors like SMG3 is saying. Yeah, we're giving it time to develop. We're giving it time to bloom, so what are we going to do in the meantime? So, Billy Bust Up. I'm spotlighting Billy Bust Up. But it's like, oh, we want to see more VeggieTales. We want to see this. But they're not doing anything right now, and the Larry Boy movie is still in production. It's still in development. So what do you want me to talk about in the meantime? I'm doing other stuff. I'm doing Billy Bust Up. I'm doing video games. And, well, obviously, Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. It's funny how we got Fanatic in our names. Yeah, I totally see that. It's like your YouTube name is literally Larry Boy Fanatic. I know. Yeah, and I still am. It's like nothing's changing that. Because Larry Boy is part of my childhood. It's been part of my childhood. Yeah, I'd rather watch VeggieTales in the house and city than listen to the podcast, to be honest, also. Because at the very least, we get somewhat good stories out of the Netflix series than we do in the podcast. And plus, VeggieTales in the house and city, they're visual instead of audio. So they're not whispering and doing these weird sound effects in her head. Yeah, I saw your videos, Elizabeth. But it's so insane. It's insane that... Okay, let me finish my thought. It's insane that people want me to talk about this when there's nothing going on, or at least for the time being. So, Billy Busta, at least I got a better relationship with them, and I talk about this a lot on this channel. Okay, Brandon. Okay, Brayden, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, House and City had Phil and Mike's voices. It's like, people are basically, like, wanting me to beat a dead horse. Because what has VeggieTales got going for it? Other than the movie, which doesn't come out until 2026, supposedly. Oh, you've been taking breaks a lot? Yeah. Well, for me, I can't really take a break because YouTube is my job. Yeah, and I apologize if I'm getting a little frustrated because this has been going on for a while. It's like, I gotta make my viewers happy. Yeah, like, we should have gotten a Larry Boy movie years ago. And now all of a sudden, they got out of the rock because they've been living under a rock for so long that it's like, wow, Larry Boy is a fan favorite in the VeggieTales community? Dude, we've been saying this to you. I've been saying this to you for years now. I've been asking for a Larry Boy movie for years. So once again, late to the party. Yeah, it gives you Tim Burton vibes. Wait a second, where did I put my eraser? have my eraser. Yeah, it's 4th of July weekend, even though 4th of July was yesterday. Yeah, JB Plus, say hi to the camera. Hang on, say hi to the camera. Alright. So this is my greenie. And a little bit I'm going to color it. Just gotta get rid of these pencil lines. So I haven't really abandoned Larry Boy stuff or whatever. It's like, he's part of my childhood, so that's not changing. I mean, you can't change someone's childhood. I mean, you can't change what happened in someone's childhood. And you know what? People were basically saying the same thing back then when I first started this channel. It's like, why are you doing Larry Boy content? But it's like, I grew up with Larry Boy. He's one of my favorite superheroes. I see some really good potential in him. So yeah, people are acting that way again, but this time with Billy Bust Up. Some color. And for me, it's like, oh well, the cycle just starting up again. Yeah, I'm just glad that my friends are telling me, hey, you don't need to listen to what people have to say about your content. I was like, do what you love doing. Okay, so I used the brush side. So Greenie has little bitty teeth, so we're gonna use the fine point. Here we go. Like Miles said, I'll do it my own way. If they do another DVD collection, they need to do it right. They need to have everything. Alright, so this is Greenie. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, that's awesome. Alright, so we're gonna do Slammer next. This guy. Hang on. Yeah, and they also got to include David the Giant Pickle. Because that's where Larry Boy got his start. Alright, so Slammer's next, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the Larry Boy Ultimate Collection was so disrespectful in cutting the Larry Boy theme song, the Rock On Larry Boy music video. the W rumor read song. I don't think I remember them cutting that. I mean, it's been a while since I touched the Ultimate Collection because I got super pissed off in my review. Yeah, Elizabeth. I saw the dragon video. I wasn't sure why you tagged me in that video in the first place. I mean, it's a nice dragon statue or whatever, but I don't know. It's like I don't know, and I know you tagged somebody else. Like if you're gonna tag me in something, like just like make sure it's relevant, you know. It's not to be meaning anything, but like for future reference. That way you get a better chance of me saying, oh wow, this is great. I mean, or that's pretty cool. I like what this is. Yeah, I was pretty amazed that the Bumblingburg Superhero Value Pack did a really great job with the DVD menu for the Cartoon Adventure series, because the one they put out for the Superhero Power Pack and the Ultimate Collection, that was just lazy. Yeah, the double feature is pretty good. The double feature I have is the Fib and Rumorweed. What's next? A bunch of VeggieTales fans striking? Oh, hi Tan, thank you for tuning in. I almost forgot to show you my outline for Slammer, which is the red one. I've been doing okay for the most part. It's like, I just wish people would understand that VeggieTales right now, it's not good. And if you guys want me to cover more VeggieTales, then I need to come up with some talking points, some stuff to talk about. Because again, the Larry Boy movie is still in development, so nothing's been said about it. 2026 is the potential release date, so we gotta have them develop the movie, like get it off the ground. It's like, I'm willing to give this movie a chance. I'm giving it a chance, like just letting it do its thing, letting it develop. So, in the meantime, we're talking about other stuff like Billy Bust Up. You know, without these headphones. You're gonna get tangled up in the headphones, Barnaby. And we're also talking about video games like Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, the remake that you have right here. Oh yeah, Phil actually commented on the Rack Shack and Benny remolded video. Yeah, I believe that's the pinned comment on that remolded video. I mean, take a look at that pinned comment of Phil Vischer's comment, and yeah, it is heartwarming. I mean, that goes to show, like, you have fans out there that are wanting to support VeggieTales, but you gotta give us good content, just like in the good old days when Phil and Mike had control of it somewhat, and they weren't being disrespected by corporate. It's like, I want to support VeggieTales. I want to continue to support VeggieTales, but, you know, you gotta give us good content. Like, that's the thing. It's like I'm fragile. By the way, hi, Junior Boy. Say hi. Hi. You know, it's like, some of you might hate me for bringing up more Billy Bust Up stuff, but hey, it's, at least as a fan, I'm a lot more respected. They put out good content on their social media. We're getting product even before the game's even out, and we've seen their progress. And we got game developers that legitimately care about their fan base. That's a huge difference to what we're getting with VeggieTales right now. The VeggieTales that ignores us has the audacity to lie to us about VeggieTales and Larry Boy being a fan favorite when we've been waiting for a movie for years, and had the gall to fire its creators, Phil Vischer, Mike Naraki, and even having the nerve to copyright claim one of my videos when it falls under fair use. It's like, I had other VeggieTales stuff planned, but after that, it's like, hey, if I'm gonna do another review, then I'm gonna be like several times more considerate. I'm gonna make it so that they have no excuse, they have no reason to copyright claim me ever, because I do not want to deal with them again. Yeah, I believe Rumorweed first came out July of 1999. And let's just say, hypothetically, if I was going to do Rumorweed next, and I'm saying this hypothetically, I'm not sure if I'll do it or not. If I was to do a re-review of Rumorweed, because I've done one years ago, if I do a re-review of Rumorweed, then it's going to be carefully planned, carefully executed, because again, I don't want to get copyright claimed for no bullshit reason. And if I do get copyright claimed again by Big Idea NBCU, yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna be like real shitty. I mean, we'll call up a lawyer. Yeah, we'll get a lawyer in at this point, because I mean, I don't know. Yeah, there's going to be drastic planning that'll go into Rumorweed. That'll go into my re-review of Rumorweed. Because in theory, when you know that your review falls under fair use, then it's that. It falls under fair use. And YouTube is supposed to have your back. Like, in theory, YouTube is supposed to know when you're putting out when companies are putting out false copyright claims. It's like in theory, there's supposed to be repercussions for companies that put out false copyright claims. But the system right now is letting companies get away with that. So that's why I'm in this mindset. If you know that your video falls under fair use, don't be afraid to fight it, because that's what I did with my Fit from Outer Space review. When that got copyright claimed, I disputed the claim, and when that dispute got rejected, I appealed the decision and ended up winning. And when you're appealing the decision, you have to write a description explaining why your video falls under fair use. And I gave a well thought out description of what my video was, why it fell under fair use, and how the copyright claimant is taking this claim too far. So I would say the group that's being drastic in this case is Big Idea NBCU, because I'm going to keep saying this over and over. They should have never put out that copyright claim to begin with. So anyways, this is Slammer. I mean, it's not perfect, but yeah, it's pretty good in my book. Yeah, there's like a bunch of other channels that have done reviews, and a lot of them have not got hit with copyright claims. And you know what? That's another thing. On the VeggieTales official the official YouTube page, they have no problems re-uploading old episodes of VeggieTales. Some of them are bad VHS rips, and I think I covered that on my channel one time. It's like they're not putting out new content. They're just recycling whatever's relevant at the time. So why isn't there repercussions for re-uploading content? I mean, if you're gonna repurpose something, then it has to work. Otherwise, you're just recycling old stuff. You're recycling old content, and people are gonna get sick and tired of it. So give us something new, VeggieTales. I mean, that's all I ever wanted with VeggieTales. I've wanted what's best for VeggieTales for like so long, and yet we're getting mistreated. We're getting nothing. I've been wanting to vent about this for a good while now because it's like a lot of you guys want VeggieTales, a lot of you guys want Larry Boy. I mean, if I didn't care about Larry Boy at all, then I wouldn't have a Veggie OC. I wouldn't have my Rhubarb Superhero OC. I'm gonna turn it on the other side. Yeah. But I'm really grateful to the people who stuck around, even as I post more Billy Bust Up content. Like I was saying, a lot of my friends were saying, keep doing what you're doing. It's like, I sure will. I sure will, because the people that are running VeggieTales sure as hell don't know what they're doing. Alright, we got Slammer, ladies and gentlemen. I think the last one we'll do is the blue one. And this one, we have the hider, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe I should do more rant videos about VeggieTales. I think my rants give you guys something to watch and laugh at. It's like, remember when I ranted and raved about the ultimate Larry Boy collection, ultimate superhero bullshit collection? It's like, you guys had a kick out of that one. Alright. Okay, so compromise right there. More rant videos. I'll meet you guys halfway. Okay, get these wires out of the way. Barnaby, stop messing with the wires. Oh, there's a comment. Are the Big Idea offices in California still open? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe at the time they were, maybe at the time they put out that copyright claim against my fib review, they were moving offices or something like that, and they took 5 minutes from moving boxes to take a look at my video. Yeah, I don't know if they closed down or not. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care because Freddy Tells right now is a joke. It's like you either get Phil and Mike back into VeggieTales or just go away. But I don't want to go away. I wasn't talking about you, JB Plus. What this? These are my drawings. Let me draw. No. We got. I'll let you draw in a little bit. I'll let you draw in a little bit, okay? Anywho, we're going back to drawing. What drawing? Or at least trying to draw. I mean... Now this blue ghost, the hider. I just thought of another fun video to do, and I thought about it a few minutes ago. Let's just say it has to do with Twitter and what we discussed here on this live stream. Those are your 2 hints. It might be a rant video, or just me clowning on a certain Twitter page. Tell us how you really feel, LBF. Oh, I sure will. Okay, that doesn't look right. I don't want his arm to look wonky. Alright, so let's do a little poll here. What do you want me to talk about next? What else? What else? What else? Alright. Okay, we need a third option. Okay, what was it? And I'll give you guys 5 minutes to decide. Okay, so here's Hyder. Yeah, I was having trouble with his one arm. Wait. Alright, so pointy thumbs. Yeah, this was easier than I thought it was going to be, with the exception of the arm. Yeah, we'll give a couple more minutes on the poll. Oh, there's a tie between Billy Bustup and Mario and Luigi RPG. Alright, so I got one more chip left. By the time I'm done finishing, by the time I eat this, I'm gonna end the poll. Alright. The Dorito chip is gonna be devoured in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da. Alright, so there's a tie between Billy Bustup and thoughts on new Mario and Luigi RPG. Let me go get my 20-sided dice. Alright, so here's the deal. Odd numbers, we'll talk about Billy Bustup. Even number, we'll talk about my thoughts on the new Mario and Luigi RPG. Alright, so remember, odds, Billy Bustup. Even, Mario and Luigi RPG. We're doing it live. 17, odd number, Billy Bustup. Let's go. So, I've been thinking a lot about how the Billy Bustup video game is going to be. I mean, I feel like, in my opinion, it's gonna come out on the Nintendo Switch. And let me explain why. Why I think that is. I mean, don't take it as gospel yet. But I have a good feeling because there's like a... Hang on. There's like this other video game that was made by Humble Games. It's called #Blood. It was made by it was published by the same publisher as Billy Bustup, Humble Games. And even the Billy Bustup devs gave that game a shout out when #Blood first came out. And it looks like a really good game too. Let me just... Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. And you know what else was published by Humble Games? Hat in Time. Yeah, that game was published by Humble Games, and it came out not only on Steam but also on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, here it is. I found it. I found it. Okay, so this game... Yeah, let me go back. Yeah, this game looks pretty cool. And it was published by Humble Games. It's got fighting, it's got vampires, it's got silliness. So this came out on the Nintendo Switch, along with Steam and all that. And you see down here, it was published by Humble Games, the same publisher for Billy Bustup. So, part of me wants to believe that Billy Bustup will come out on the Switch also, but we never know. Even the developers said that they're open to the possibility of it coming out on the Switch, but again, it's not confirmed yet. It's not confirmed. The release date has not been confirmed yet, so we don't know. Yeah, but it's like in development for 7 years. You could tell they put a lot of heart and soul into it, and that's why they're not promising like a release date just yet, because you know, you can't rush art. Alright, so now I gotta color this little guy. If only we could all be patient. It's like, what do you mean, Jack? It's like, yeah, we are patient. It's like, what you talking about? from Abe and the Amazing Promise. Yeah, they talk about patience. I've only saw that VeggieTales video once, and I was like, not really crazy about that episode. Got all these notifications. You know, being impatient is one thing, but when you're a consumer, you expect companies to make good on their promises and all that jazz. You know, there was this one person who commented on one of my Larry Boy movie videos. It was like, you gotta be patient, gotta be patient. But it's like, we've been patient for years. And what do I keep saying over and over? Like, we've been wanting a Larry Boy movie for years, and they hadn't even... And they just now, like, crawled out of their rock and said, oh, people like Larry Boy? Well, let's give him a movie. You're telling me that the current owners of Big Idea / NBCU, like, they're really that dense that they couldn't tell the writing on the wall that we all wanted this movie in the first place? We've been wanting it for years. By the way, hider. And we got our 3 main ghosts of Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. 2 HD. I don't like saying that. 2 HD. Sounds lazy. I mean, that's not good if you're trying to make, like, good on your promises and, like, make VeggieTales great again. I don't like saying that either. Trying to make the franchise as best as possible. Yeah, Metroid 4 came out before Larry Boy. Yeah, you remember. Okay. Yeah, my stupid tripod ain't working. So we gotta make do with what we have. Let me just put you over here. If I remember correctly. So basically, we're between a rock and a hard place. We can't get Big Ideas / NBCU to listen to us. They put out this big announcement that there's going to be a Larry Boy movie. They screwed up with making that announcement. Remember that whole debacle where they posted it saying that the title of the movie is going to be called Larry Boy Begins, but then they delete that post and re-upload it with the only difference being that it's just Larry Boy, because apparently they haven't come up with the title yet. On Movie Insider, it just says Larry Boy Untitled Movie. So they can't even get their social media right. And you know, people make mistakes. I understand that. But if you're a company, number one, and two, if your reputation is down the toilet right now, then you can bet people are going to be upset with you. Especially when you don't apologize for it. It's like, you got a bigger reputation than me, so you should know better. You should be setting an example for me. And for everybody else. The only way a Larry Boy movie would work is Phil and Mike. Now, I keep hearing rumors. I'm assuming it's rumors because we don't know what's going on. It's been speculated that they reached out to Mike and they somehow got him to like do something to like be involved, but it's not. I'm just assuming that it's a rumor because again, we haven't heard anything in months now. Months after it got announced. And yet people want to have the goal to tell us to be patient when we've already been patient for years now. Oh, Plush Adventures? Yeah, I was kind of wanting to do I'm looking at my notifications. I kind of want to do a fan art of Polterpup, but yeah, since we're running out of time here, I'll have to do that some other way. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're supposed to be talking about Billy Bustup because that's what we rolled the dice for. So, like I was saying about Billy Bustup, I've gotten a lot more respect from Billy Bustup and the game devs, and it's a huge difference. And by the way, my new podcast available on Spotify. So what I'm gonna do for my new podcast, which is called the Ronnie Ghost Owl Podcast, I'll upload it to Spotify first, and then a few days later you guys will see it on YouTube if you don't have Spotify. So it's a win-win for you guys. So I get to have a podcast discussing, talking about Billy Bustup, and I can have my YouTube channel. It's a win-win. So I put out my first episode of the Ronnie Ghost Owl podcast earlier this week. And I'll be sure to leave a link to that in the description. Let me just pull it up. Ronnie Ghost Owl podcast. And let me flip this over. So this is my podcast right here. Full screen it. Let's check out the lovely intro. So I have my podcast right here. And again, I'll leave it in the description below. It's like, who saw that coming? That I was going to do a podcast that revolves around Billy Bustup. I mean, it makes sense because I love talking about Billy Bustup. I especially love talking about Barnaby over here. And you're tangled in wires again. Why? So it makes sense. So I can have my cake and eat it too. So yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Oh yeah, I could tell that Billy Bustup, for the Barnaby level especially, the Barnaby chapter, whatever they want to call it, took some inspiration from Luigi's Mansion, anything and everything. And I think I mentioned that in one of my Let's Plays of this. Which, by the way, another gameplay video of this coming soon. So, we're doing stuff while we're waiting for the Larry Boy movie. So, again, you should see this as a good thing. And it's like, what's Larry Boy Fanatic going to do in the meantime? While we're waiting for this Larry Boy movie to come out in 2026. It's like, don't you see, guys? It's a win-win. So, I'm not too worried. The wells haven't dried up for Larry Boy Fanatic content. Have you ever played the arcade version of Luigi's Mansion? I've heard of it, and I've seen that at a... What was it? At a Dave & Buster's or whatever? But I've never actually played it. Would have been fun, though. Yeah, an arcade version of Luigi's Mansion. So yeah, I'm kind of hoping that Billy Bustup would come out on the Switch. Since Humble Games, Billy Bustup's publisher, was able to put out Hat in Time and #Blood for the Nintendo Switch. So it's possible, but it's not confirmed yet. And the release date is not confirmed yet, even though we kind of want the game to come out. We just gotta be patient. So, you guys are right when it comes to patience. We gotta wait for a good product to come out. We gotta wait for Billy Bustup to come out, and we could finally see it in all its glory. I wish I could say the same for the Larry Boy movie, but I can't say it in a straight face. We're so waiting for the Larry Boy movie. Can't say that with a straight Okay, I'm gonna start filming another video. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream. We had some fun. Here are my ghosts from Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. And anyways, leave a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't done so already, oh, I should have said that. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support the show even further, there's Patreon. There's becoming a channel member like SMG3 Fanatic, who recently became a channel member. Thank you for thank you for the channel membership. Yeah, I almost got tongue-tied there. So, and there's, if you want to just leave a one-time tip, then ko-fi.com, coffee.com/RonnieGunza06. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and fun videos up ahead. So, anywho, this has been your girl, Larry Boy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the Larry Boy multiverse. Still, I am the eyes and plunger ears of the Larry Boy multiverse. That ain't changing one bit. And say bye to the people. Bye-bye. Hey, where'd you go, JB Plush? Where'd you go? Say bye to the people. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright, see you guys.